What's up, you guys? It's Naseem here. Now, after using the Galaxy Tab S8 for about a month now, the one thing that kept coming to my mind after using it on a day-to-day basis was this simple statement that I think explains the Tab S8 perfectly. And that simple statement is, I think that the Galaxy Tab S8 is the best tablet that you can get if you want that premium Android experience. And I say this because when you think about it, the Galaxy Tab S8 does every single thing that the Tab S8 Plus and Tab S8 Ultra does, but for a much cheaper price. It has an amazing software, it has an amazingly vibrant screen, it has a long-lasting battery, it has very strong durability, all while still being able to give you amazing power without having to spend the extra money. And I think that when it comes to news regarding the Tab S8 series, the Tab S8 is the most underrated tablet that you can get. And I feel like this is the tablet that most people will come to appreciate the most. But besides that, I wanted to give you guys my experience with the Tab S8 after an extended period of use, and again tell you why this is the best tablet in the lineup in terms of value. Now, the first thing that I loved about the Galaxy Tab S8 after using it for a month was the pretty amazing battery. Now, the Galaxy Tab S8's 11-inch version has an 8,000 mAh battery, which in itself is very high for a tablet at this price. I would get around 3 to 6 hours of on-screen time by doing things like watching videos, playing games, drawing, scripting videos, etc. And I will confidently say that this battery was able to last me the full day. Like at the end of every day, I will have about 40% battery left, which was pretty amazing since I was putting a lot of strain on it for a longer period of time. The only time where I didn't last a full day was when I was playing a heavy game for a long amount of time, like Asphalt 9. But I will give it a pass because any game that powerful will drain the battery. I was also really impressed with how fast the charge times were, because usually a lot of other tablets have a bigger battery, which means slower charge times, but the Tab S8 wasn't too slow. Like whenever I would charge my Tab S8 while I was getting ready to head out, I would be getting ready for about an hour and a half, and my tablet would charge from 40% to 100%, which was pretty great for me. And if you are someone who likes to go out a lot with your tablet, then I would advise you to keep a portable on you if you're going to be playing heavy games, because again, it will drain your battery faster. Now, the next thing that I loved about the Galaxy Tab S8 after using it for 1 month was the pretty amazing software experience. And when I say software experience, I mean just how well the software was and how smooth it was able to handle it. Like right here, you can see me scrolling through the OS and you can see just how well kept it is. I didn't have to deal with any lags. I didn't have to deal with any apps crashing on me. I didn't have to deal with some apps not being compatible with the screen size, and I didn't have to restart my tablet just so it can act right. And I think that this and the screen were definitely the most enjoyable parts for me, because when everything is running smooth, it makes tasks that much easier to do, which means that I'm overall more happy with my purchase. And I also really loved how well it was able to handle Samsung DeX. Like right here, you can see that I'm able to get my work done with no hiccups, and when I connect my keyboard, it feels no different than a smaller laptop. Now, the next thing that I loved about the Galaxy Tab S8 after using it for a month was the pretty amazing display. Now, the Galaxy Tab S8 has an 11-inch LTPS display that has an extremely high resolution with 120Hz refresh rate. And if I'm being honest, the Tab S8 is definitely the best looking display at this price range. The colors were amazing, the display was vibrant, the quality was great, the screen resolution was sharp, and the whole experience that the Tab S8 display gave was nothing less than amazing. I also really loved how bright the screen was. Like whenever I was using my Tab S8 outside, there was never a time where I would turn my brightness up and the screen didn't look great. Like right here, you can see just how it looks when I'm outside, and no matter how much the sun was shining, I was still able to see the picture of my Tab S8 very clear, which was really good compared to other tablets. I also really love the overall quality of the screen. Like right here, you can see that I'm watching a YouTube video and the whole picture looks like a high quality mini TV that I can take anywhere with me. Even when I'm playing games, you can see that the display is really big and I had no trouble seeing the game I was playing. The screen resolution was also something that I was really impressed with, because when it comes to gaming graphics, a lot of tablets don't hold up. And speaking of size, I was surprised by the 11-inch display because I thought it was going to be too small for me. But honestly, I think it was the perfect size, because not only was it big enough, but it also was more portable than the bigger version, which helped me when carrying it to work. And to give you guys an idea of how great the Tab S8 display is, here are some examples of me playing games and watching videos on my Tab S8. Now, after using the iPhone 13 Pro Max for about 6 months now, the one thing that kept coming to my mind whenever I was using it on a day-to-day basis was this one simple statement that I think explains the 13 Pro Max pretty perfectly. Now the next thing that I loved about the Galaxy Tab S8 after using it for a month was that special Bluetooth S Pen. Now the S Pen on the Tab S8 was definitely one of my favorite features that I loved about this tablet, and something that I used a lot when I was on my S Pen is the ability to write down notes. Like right here, you can see that if you have something quick that you want to jot down, you can activate your S Pen and be able to write it down with low latency. And this feature is very helpful for situations where you're in school and you need to write down some notes, or you may be at work and you need to write down some simple tasks to help you do your job, or even if you're preparing your grocery list and need something quick to write your to-do list on. And there are many features that the S Pen has, but this is definitely the one that helped me the most. You can also open your quick tabs with your S Pen, which allows you to create a note, open an app, draw, etc. Also, since the S Pen is Bluetooth, you can use the magic wand gestures. Like right here, you can see that I'm watching a YouTube video, and if I press the button and move it to the right or left, it will change the video. Also, if I go up, the volume goes up. If I go down, the volume goes down. And if I press the button, it will play and pause the video. And there are many other things that the S Pen can do that will have your jaw dropping the whole time. Now, the last thing that I loved about the Galaxy Tab S8 after using it for a month was the amazing quad speakers. Now, the quad speakers on the S8 are some of the best that I had ever heard on any tablet in this price range. They were loud, very clear, full of bass, all while maintaining amazing quality. I also really love that no matter how much I turn up the volume, I was still able to get great quality, because when it comes to other devices, they'll sound good when the volume is low, but once they go all the way up, they kind of sound like trash. And that was something that I really appreciated when it came to the Galaxy S8 speakers. And to give you guys an idea of what I mean, I will be putting these speakers on full blast while playing the video. And there it is, you guys, my review on the Galaxy Tab S8. Now let me know down in the comments, do you think that the Galaxy Tab S8 is worth getting over the S7? Let me know. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I would like to say thank you for sticking around. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe, it'll be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.